back with another interesting video for you guys, and it's all about CSS, as I told you and promised you guys in my last video, that this video we are only going to be coding CSS. No explanation. Yeah, okay, I take it, but yeah, we have to explain a bit. I have to explain you a bit so you know what is this code used for. So when you're creating your website in the future, hopefully, and you're using CSS, you're gonna be like, oh, CodePoint didn't taught me this. What does that mean? And then you're gonna just waste your time on Google searching it. Oh my God, where's it going? And everything like that. But in today's video, I'm gonna be teaching you CSS. Okay, so we're gonna be coding in CSS. Now, okay, just the basics right now. How to add a background color, how to our website, how to change the color of our text, and yes. So to get started, you don't have to open our code editor right now. You have to right click on our desktop and click on new or hover on it, and then do a folder. Now make sure you don't create a zip folder, because then Visual Studio doesn't allow you, Visual Studio Code doesn't allow you to open that. So we are just allowed to open a folder. So if you click on folder over here, and if you name it CSS, now you can name it anything, okay? CSS work or practice or course. So I'm gonna put it CSS course. Now, once you have done that, we have to launch our VS Code. And I'm just going to close that window. And there are two ways to open a folder. One way is to click over here and come to desktop and find the folder, which is over here for me. But the second way, which I really like to do, is open this folder, right click on it, and then do open with code. Now some of you might don't have this option because while you were installing VS Code, you didn't check this box, so it allows, I don't really remember it completely, but yeah, it asks you to actually, do you want to allow it to come as an option in VS Code for folders? If you have checked it, that means you can see it over here, as I can see it, open with code. Or if you haven't done it, then you can, it's not a big deal, okay? You can just click on open a folder and you can open the folder, or you can drag that over here. So what I like to do, as I told you, right click on it and click on open code. Now it opened two windows for me. Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna close that folder because we got our folder over here, CSS course, as I named it. I don't know what you named it, but whatever you have named it, you can see it over here, CSS course or blah blah blah. Now we have to click on this page. There's a page icon with a plus, so that means new file. If you click on it, it actually pops up this little box over here. You have to now do over here index.html. Now you can literally name it anything except from index, but index is generally a good way to actually name your file if you're creating an HTML file. Now we have to click on it again. Now I know what you're thinking, why are we creating an HTML file? I'm going to explain everything in a minute. We're going to name this file style.css. Now that's the CSS file. Now why did I told you guys to create two files? Index.html and style.css. It's because as we opened our index file, just like right clicking and clicking on open live server or just opening from our file explorer, we can't actually do it with CSS because, as I told you in my previous video, that CSS is used for styling. Now if we are styling a specific thing in our website, now obviously we're going to be styling a specific thing. So say if it's a heading, you're going to be selecting the heading. If it's an image, we're going to be selecting our image. If it's, I don't know, link, we are going to be styling it. If it's a button and blah blah blah, you're going to be styling it. But that doesn't make sense if we just open the CSS file on its own, because then the browser or the code wouldn't know what's it's styling. It's just going to show you the code. Okay, now what we will do is we will link our CSS file from over here to here. I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, if we do an exclamation sign for HTML file and press enter, here we go, our code. Let me just zoom in a bit so you can see. Now, hopefully you can see it better. Now, we're going to name here, in the title. Now, again, you can name it anything you want, literally no restrictions. I'm just going to name it CSS. And then, we are actually going to link our CSS file over here to index.html. And it's not like dragging our CSS file over here and we say, oh, it's attached. No, we have to actually link it. So to link it, we can just type link and press enter, and it's going to auto generate it for us. Now, over here it says href equals, and in there we have to write style.css, whatever your CSS file you have named. Okay, and here it also gives me an option for it. Now, once I've clicked on it, now make sure it says style sheet, because style sheet means CSS file prop, obviously, because CSS is used to style. If it's anything, I don't know, like it can be anything, but if it's style sheet, that's perfect. But if it's anything else, copy this code over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pop up this code over here. I'm going to paste the link of it in the description so you can go and check it out. Or just copy it and paste in your code editor, okay? Once we have named it, now we're going to create a bit of heading so we can style it. Now I'm going to name it Hello World. And then we're going to add a paragraph. I'm going to name it not name it, but you're actually going to put in the paragraph anything, literally. You can enter literally anything. But if you don't know what to enter in here, as I told you in my way back on my second to third video, it was about HTML, CSS and JavaScript, the difference between them. If you haven't seen that video out, go to the I button and I'm going to put the link in the description box. Go and check that video out. Okay, lorem 30, it's going to drop me 30 words. Now if I save it, if I come over here. Now, we're going to come to our CSS file over here. Now to get started with CSS, we have to add a star, okay? If you're on Windows, you can do Shift plus 8. Up there you can see 8, and on the 8 button, you can see up there a star. But I don't really know what about you, but that's what on the laptop is. That it says on the star is on the 8. So when I do that Shift plus 8, it actually generates me a star. So if that's not your case, find star, it's going to be your option here. Okay, now once you have done that, add curly brackets. Now curly brackets are the most important thing you're going to be using in CSS. In CSS, whenever we will styling something, we are going to be using brackets everywhere. Curly brackets everywhere. Styling a button, styling a text, styling anything, literally. We are going to be using curly brackets. Okay, got that? Now, add a margin. And we're going to do it auto. Because, yeah, so we're going to be just leaving that auto. Then, we're going to add a padding. Then you can add padding anything, 20 pixels, okay, or anything. But I'm just going to leave it as auto. Just add a bit of space because it looks a bit messy. And yes, save. Now right now you're not going to see anything. If I open it with live server, we are literally going to see nothing except from the text and from here, okay? Now we're going to add a background color. Now right now you can see the background color is completely white. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to our CSS file and we're going to add a background color. To do that, we have to do ground color. Now the color spelling would only be in USA spelling. So USA spells color as COLOR, and in Britain we spell it as COLOUR. But while we are doing CSS, even if you live in Britain, please enter the spelling over here, COLOR. Now, let's find some, I don't know, colors. So I'm gonna put this website link in the description. It actually helps you to find colors, and it actually generates a code for you. So if I click on copy, it generated the code for me. Copied the code for me. So I paste it, here it is. But I'm gonna find some other one. So this website is really helpful if you don't remember the code. This website is complete. It's like the best for it. I think we should choose a black color. So let's find it. So here I'm gonna click on RGB. Let's see which color is good for us. So for me, I think it should be black. So what I'm gonna do is you can also type the name of the color out. But what I like to copy the code. But when I don't know the code of the color, the funny thing is, I just type it down, okay, the color, type it down, okay? So like that, if I don't really remember the black code, the color of black, the code of it. So if you want really the black code, you can just hover on the black icon over here, okay? And once you have hovered, it's gonna pop up this little thing over here of colors, color panel, and you can choose literally anything, and it's gonna generate it in code. So if I do it over here, as you can see, I got the code. I'm gonna press Ctrl S to save our file, come back, and over here we can see our background is black. Oops, what happened? We can't see our text. But if I do Control A, that means select all, I can see my text now. So what's the problem? The problem is our text color is actually black, but we want it to be visible to our website, so whenever a user comes to it, they knows that something is written there. So imagine if you're just typing something out and the background is black. For example, if I add one more paragraph over here. Now I'm gonna do Control S. Now let's see if we can find it. No, we can't. So to add our text color, to edit it up, we can do one thing, which is, I'll show you now. So I'm gonna again choose a color from here. Let's choose silver right now. We're gonna come here and we're gonna do color again. Now the spelling should be in American English, okay? Now we're gonna paste the link of it. However, as you can see, it's in RGB, but we can change it to simple one, code one. If I come to hex over here, let's see. Again, silver. Let's select it and come back, edit it, paste over here. Done. So semicolon and save. Now yes, also semicolons are very important in CSS. We're gonna press Ctrl S. We're gonna come back. You're gonna come back to over here. Now here you can see it's gray now, silver, sorry. But still, we can read it, but not really. Okay, we wouldn't say it's more clear. To get it more clear, we can just choose our color, which would be more visible on a background of black. So our text would be more visible in there. So for that, we can choose white. So we're going to choose a white color. Oops. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to paste it all over here and press add a semicolon. Hover on it again to make sure it's white. It wasn't white actually. Now we're going to press Ctrl S. We're going to come back and I'm going to refresh, and there we go. We got it in a color of white. Our text is now white, so we don't have to worry about oops, where is our text color now gone? Okay, now over here, as you can see, our we have added a bit of CSS code. Let me just zoom in a bit more. So here, okay, here we have added some index.html and everything. If I come back and do it again, P and press enter, and if I do Lauren again, 300, generate me 300 words, save. If I come over here and now if I come back, here you can see we got big nice paragraph. Well, not nice, but at least we got the target we wanted in today's video. So like over here we got our target was to get a background of change the background color of our website to anything, literally. Now okay, we can change our background color to literally anything. So if I hover on the background color, let's change it to red. Let's save it, come back. Oh wow, there we go. Now if I change the text color to black, let's see how it's gonna look. Okay, like that, not clear, okay? White was looking more clear than black. And also quick news for you guys, I also post shorts on my YouTube channel. If you want to check the shorts, add good description box and check them out. I have posted 2 of the links in the description, and yeah, I just got right now too, but in the future I'm gonna go more shorts. Now the shorts part is also of coding, but a bit of enjoying. So we're gonna be doing CSS in it, but I'm not really gonna be speaking in shorts. But we're gonna be just designing something very cool, like I don't know, circle, something like that. Designing it, okay. Now I also unboxed a mic and actually created a short of it. Well, not unboxing it, but just showing it after unboxing and assembling it. If you want to check that video out, go to the description box and check that video out. Now once we have done that, we're going to press Ctrl S, we're going to come back. There we go. Now my point of telling it that you can change the background literally of any color, because sometimes you will say, oh, I think we should only do black or red or white. You can change it to anything, and the reason I'm giving you this website over here, because we have just started CSS and we might don't know the codes. Like me, I don't remember all of the colors code. Well, I should say all of them, because it's really hard to remember every single code. Now I remember the white one is #FFF, okay? I don't really remember the black one, I don't know, for some reason, so yep. But it's not really necessary to learn the codes. You can just type the color out and like black, white, purple, anything, okay? You don't have to worry to learn the codes of colors, okay? Don't get that and think you don't have to learn coding. Now, here we go. Our background is changed again. And yes, it's amazing, isn't it? So, yes guys, that's it for today's video. And I'm gonna see you in my next video with another interesting video. Now please, make sure to subscribe. It really encourages me to create more content for you guys, just like this one. So probably in the next video we're going to be creating something more, designing something more. So we're going to be designing our button. So when we go to a website and we see their buttons, they're actually very nice. They have very nice animations, they have very nice colors, they are actually nice. Then the button in HTML over here. So if I do over here button, and if I type here click me, Control S, that's how it looks without adding any CSS to our button. Now we're gonna be adding designing our button in our next video. So yes, that's pretty much it for today's video. And yes, please again consider to subscribe and like. It really encourages me, as I said before, to create more content for you guys. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you in my next video.